Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for another one of our wee quick half-hour shows. Now, we have a heat wave here in Butterstone at the moment, and it's I think haven't seen it so hot here. Now, the last couple of days I was away up in Glenelg. I went up and visited Glenelg, and it's an amazing part of the world up there. And I got a chance to to meet up with some old pals, and I particularly met one guy, Charlie, who I might go right back to for folk club days with. And Charlie said he might be watching tonight. So if you are watching, Charlie, hi, I've enjoyed catching up. There's not very many people that I know now that know back to these times. Anyway, it was beautiful up in Glenelg, and it's a wonderful place. You go over the mountains to get into it, and it's a very steep road that goes right over the top. And when I was coming back today, there was smoke coming out of my wee Land Rover, my wee green Land Rover. So I'll have to inspect it tomorrow. I don't know what's happened to it, but coming down the road, it was like sitting in a tin can. It's just there's no aircon or anything in that, so it was I'm cooked. Anyway, so that's my woes for today. I'm going to start off now. There's just me and Jenny in the house in the old school tonight, and we actually had a major piece of our lighting equipment go fail, and our lighting technician Callum is not here tonight to help us fix it. So we've got kind of carnival colours that we don't use. We're not going to have the usual light show, should I say? Anyway, this is a wee song that I wrote about a Pictish girl looking out over Strathmore, and let's see. From here we see the edge of the world and the stars' bright mystery. It's so clear, deep in the spark of our eyes, reflecting to shine free. We breathe with the wind, we breathe with the wind, we breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. You could maybe try to sing that if you, that'd be quiet. Come on. And we breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. Oh, I'm getting a wee vibe here in the old schoolhouse. I think we'll do that again. Global choir, get your have a wee mouthful of whatever libation you have, and here we go. And we breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. We breathe with the wind. Thank you very much, and that's my wee tune called The Place, and it's part of the wee story that I've made, which I'm working on. I've been working on it for years, about this Iron Age girl falling in love with a Roman soldier. Anyway, that's another whole story. I forgot, could you please welcome the wonderful Tatty Faces to the stage? And I would like to draw your attention to the fact that I have a Duncan Tatty Face t-shirt on, and he was so excited when I decided to wear the Duncan Tatty Face t-shirt. And I'm going to continue with this wee song, because I thought it would get us all singing. It's so hot in here. Now, I'm normally complaining about the cold in here, but because this old school has a slate roof, and it doesn't have any insulation. It was an old church, so there's no kind of insulated loft or anything. When the sun shines, it kind of, the slates act like a kind of, they direct the heat into the room, and it becomes, it's like an oven. Now, I wish it would do that in the winter time, you know, but it doesn't. So here we go, and so this is a wee song that I wrote about playing fiddle up at the village hall and watching the folk dancing, and being fascinated by because I grew up here, and when I was a kid, Mum and Dad used to take us to all these little village hall dances, and then later on I played fiddle at them myself. And it was fascinating to watch this kind of heaving mass of humanity, because everybody goes to the village hall. All the rich folk go to the village hall. The new folk that are working from home go to the village hall. And the teenagers used to go to the village hall. And it was watching this kind of heaving mass of humanity dancing. It was kind of like a privileged glimpse of what humanity is capable of, given the right conditions, you know, because there was no class difference, no age difference. And so we're going to have a wee go at this and see how we go on. It's maybe a wee bit. So you sing all together, all as one, all together, relentlessly, we're dancing on. We are united now within this ancient wheel. We are united in the spirit of the music at our heel. And on reflection, we rebuild and we restore. We are as Mother Nature's children as we dance around the floor, all together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. That's what you say. Here we go. Woo. All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. We are invisible upon these dancing feet. We're shape and shadowless, revolving to the one eternal beat. With hearts connected, we will turn the other round. We are as Mother Nature's children as we dance across the ground. Woo! All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. Take a bit of noise, come on. All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. We'll stay forever here within these timeless walls. We'll stay forever here, no matter how the turning silver falls. Exhilarated, we have seen this place before. We are as Mother Nature's children as we dance around the floor. Woo! All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. And this is where you sing it on your own. Are you ready? Let's have a bit of global choir action out there. And this very lovely sunny summer's day here in Butterstone. On your own, here we go. Bum, dum, dum. And again, that sounded fantastic. Woo! All together, all together. I'm getting the vibe here. I'm getting it all as one. All together, relentlessly. We are united now within this ancient wheel. We are united in the spirit of the music at our heel. Dawn reflection, we rebuild and we restore. We are as Mother Nature's children as we dance around the floor. Last time, all together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. All together, all as one, all together, relentlessly we're dancing on. Good, good, good. Well done. I was getting a global choir vibe here in the steamy old schoolhouse here in Butterstone. I'm going to continue with this. I have to do a wee bit of change of tuning for this, but now I've got my wee request sheet here. The place, that first song was a request for Mike and Mary Dormer from Maidstone in Kent. Maidstone, that's a nice part of the world down there. I used to spend quite a bit of time down in that part there many, many, many years ago. And altogether was for Gillian Muller from Frankfurt. spent a wee bit of time in Frankfurt as well. I've been everywhere, but yeah. And also for Miriam Ellis in Bangor in Maine. I've been there as well. That's a lovely part of the world as well. It's I wonder. I bet it's hot in Maine at the moment. Actually, I was trying to think of what the kind of Maine would be hot. It's definitely be hot in Frankfurt, I'm sure, and it's very hot in Maidstone. I think there's a heat wave down there as well. So we've got a mini heat wave. It's a heat wave for us in Scotland, but it's nothing probably compared to what's happening 500 miles south of here. Anyway, So I thought I would do this wee song because, seeing as I've just come back from the West Coast, and I wrote this wee song about a Gaelic family bringing their fishing boat back home for the last time because the fishing was kind of destroyed along the West Coast. And I called the boat in the song the Mary Ban. My sister's called Mary. My grandfather spoke Gaelic, and the family are all from that side of the family are all from Isle of Mull, and so the Mary Ban means the fair Mary, and so I just picked the name because my sister was called Mary, but I remember one time doing this song, and somebody came up to me after the show and they said, "Oh, it's lovely to hear you singing a song about Uncle Willie's boat, the Mary Ban." And I went, "Oh gosh, was there a boat called the Mary Ban?" Yeah, and he says exactly what you said in your story, in your song, happened to the family. So that's that was lovely. So I've done this for a while, and it's another one of these songs that I wrote many years ago with the fiddly guitar parts. It's going okay so far. The sky was shaking as we turned around through the crashing spray of the cooling sound, and all hands were silent on that final day as we sailed tired old lady excuse me, and that tired old lady, she had served us well from the straits and camps to the banks of hell, and all hearts were broken on that final day as we sailed the Mary Ban home. Oh, row-wee-oh, but the wind she braved us. Oh, across the waves she sailed us. Oh, row-wee-oh, her children of the sea. Now a man if he thinks he knows all of time's delusions, its ebbs and flows, but all eyes were empty on as we sailed the Maribyrnong home, and we have the children and their growth to feed, but there's no relaxing our nation's greed, and all future perished on that final day as we sailed the Maribyrnong home. Oh, row-wee-oh, with the wind she braved us. Oh, row-wee-oh, across the waves she sailed us. Oh, row-wee-oh, her children of the sea. And he is our captain, and he is a brave and rolling man, a salty dog, we all agree. He tells us stories of the fishing in his father's time, we find just too hard to believe. He is our captain, and he's not afraid to face the wind, and with the wind he's not afraid to run. But poor progress has put his ship upon this rugged rock, and now all his sailing is done. Oh, row-wee-oh, with the wind she braved us. Oh, row-wee-oh, across the waves she sailed us. Oh, row-wee-oh, oh, row-wee-oh, with the wind she braved us. Oh, row-wee-oh, across the waves she sailed us. Oh, row-wee-oh, her children of the sea. Thank you very much. I got a bit tied up in the strings there. I invented a new bit there. That was quite nice, actually. There's always time for inventing a new riff. Anyway, that's my song about the Maribyrnong, and it was very interesting when the guy said that his Uncle Willie had bought that. And I love that kind of thing, you know, when sort of fiction becomes part of fact, and it's brilliant. So I'm going to finish with this wee song. And this is a song, this is probably one of the very early songs that I wrote, and the first songs that I wrote. And I thought I would do this for Charlie, in case he's watching, because Charlie used to run the Perthshire Folk Club. And without the Perthshire Folk Club, Perthshire's a wee town just outside, well, just a wee bit along the road from here. Without the Perthshire Folk Club and the St Andrews Folk Club and the Kirkcaldy Folk Clubs, none of us musicians in this part of the country would have had a chance to kind of learn our trade and practice in front of audiences and things, going and doing floor spots and stuff. So, and Charlie might remember this wee song from way back then, but he might not. But anyway, it's called Till Tomorrow, and this is. I'm just going to have a wee mouthful of my pot here, because I have a tickle in my throat. It's the fumes in my Land Rover. I think it might be the clutch that's having a problem. It was a very, very steep hill. It's a very steep road going up over, if you've ever been up over to Glenelg. But it's fascinating. It's like going over into a kind of Narnia or somewhere, because the road doesn't go anywhere. It just goes down into this beautiful place. So we'll try this and see how it goes. And the Mari Band, oh yeah, my request here. The Mari Band was requested by Duncan McCaskill from Campbelltown in Argyllshire. Oh, very good, very good, Duncan. Maybe, yeah, there'll be a lot of boats got put away up there, you know. And this song, Till Tomorrow, had been requested for Eric Marshall from Calgary in Alberta in Canada. Now, I visited Calgary and Edmonton in Alberta way before I went to America, and I was probably singing this song when I was my first visits to Canada in my early 20s, you know. Lift up your glass to tomorrow and say your own sad farewells for today. But how can parting be such a sweet sorrow when you can't find the right words to say? Oh, I can see I will have to be moving. I've been standing out here for too long, but I know all the friends I'll be losing, I will see them again further on. There's a time when crying comes easy, oh, when there's more to be lost than be won. And I know tomorrow might see me on the other side of the sun. And I've been looking in every direction for the places that I used to know. But on making a closer inspection, I noticed I didn't know which way to go. So we'll finish our glasses together, and then we know we can no longer hide, and the silence will linger forever it is there and it helps you decide. Oh, that it's not in the stories that you made when you wanted to dream. So you pick up your pieces before you find out that you might have been left in between. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song "Till Tomorrow" from all those years ago. And it's lovely to sing something that's very old. I get a chance to revisit the probably the 19-year-old or so that wrote it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the wee half hour. It's been a bit frantic because we just flew in the door, and I got kind of cooked. I don't know if I'm looking a bit red-faced, but my wee Land Rover kind of cooked me on the way down. I'll have a wee look at it tomorrow. I'll lift the bonnet and see what terrible thing has happened to it. I've just had it all fixed, and the last thing I want is for the engine to be a problem. So, well, maybe there's some Land Rover engineers out there that can help me if it's blowing up. Anyway, thanks to the Tatty Faces for being with me tonight again. Thanks for Jenny for pressing the buttons, and hope you're all looking after each other. Hope you're having a great summer. Hope you're all taking care of each other and smiling like a tatty face. And Duncan's smiling because I've got his T-shirt on. Anyway, so good night, and I'll see you next week. You all take care. Aichava, and bye-bye now.